Two Shades Gabby here. What am I going to do tonight? Here's the mats that I sell on eBay. And here's something I haven't done for a long time. What's going on here? I had a friend that said he wanted me to go through some dimes. So I went out and bought a box. Man, it's been a long time since I've gone through dimes. A few years back, I was going through some dimes occasionally. And I was getting about one silver per box. And then all of a sudden that stopped. And I went through several boxes and I didn't get anything. And so I just stopped. And it's been, I don't know, a few years or more since I've done a dime box. I don't know if I've ever made a video with dimes. But we're going to give it a try. We're going to go through some dimes. See if we find the Canadian. I'll look for some stuff. I'll try to take a little bit of time and see if we find anything. A silver would be fantastic. This is Monday night. Everybody's gone to bed. I'm just going to do this for a little while and I'll finish up tomorrow. Later in the video, I'll tell you about a few encounters I've had with the police. Okay, so I've opened the box and poured them all out and looked at the ends. They're not all new. I did see some, like 70s and stuff on the ends. I didn't look real closely, but I didn't see anything silver or anything crazy like that. So I'm just going to start opening them up and see if we find. I'm not expecting a lot. I'd love to find a silver or two. I'll have to go back. I think my friend said he predicted how many. I have to go back and check his text and see what he said. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a few open and kind of look at them live, but I'm telling you right now, I can't even see the dates with just my glasses. My eyes just aren't good enough for that anymore. So we'll just look at them and see if there's silver or something that makes us want to take a closer look. And I'll get back and, look at some years and stuff later. I don't see anything there that makes me think that it's silver. There's a real new looking thing right there. We'll look at, let's see what we got. Oh, man, I can't even hold these things. It's nothing. I'll look at them later. Oh, man. Let's try that again. Okay. The only thing that looks suspicious to me is this one on the end here. Oh, it's really dirty. Oops. It's like 2007 or something like that. I'm going to get my magnifier. Hold on. I can't even see what it is with my magnifying glass. Holy cow. Anyway, I think it was 2000 something. I'll sit it aside and look at it closer. Oh, my friend, I went back and looked. I got a box of nickels today and a box of dimes. He said I'd get 3 silver nickels and 1 silver dime. So, man, I hope he's right about that. None of those seem silverish to me. I'm going to have a big mess here. I'll probably go through a few rolls and then stop and then go through them kind of slowly and see if there's anything in there that catches my. I really don't even know anything newer to look for. I might have to look something up, but You know, if it's blank, I'll know. I'll know that that's a good coin. I don't see anything in that one either. I'll go through one more row, and then I'm going to turn it off for a minute. Nothing there catches my eye. All right, I'm going to turn it off a little bit so I can go through these a little. And if I find something that I think is kind of cool, I'll come back and show you. Wow, guys, out of those 5 rolls, I looked at every date. And there was only 4 of them, even from the 60s, but none of them obviously are silver. Phew, I'm not feeling real good. All it takes is 1, so I'm going to keep looking. Nothing about any of those that was meant anything. Just thought I'd point that out. Let's go through some more. There's a gray one there, so we'll take a look at that one. $19.90 something. Push those aside and get another one. Well, there's a few there that I just can't tell. Here's one of them. Here's one. Oh, I guess that's it. $2,000. This light, it helps me, but I know it puts that stupid circle for you guys, and I apologize. Nothing there seems odd. Let's do another one. I'll do 5 rolls. This is number 4 here. Then I'll turn it off and rummage through those coins. Nothing there seems like anything to me. So one more. I'd love to find a Canadian. I find Canadian dimes pretty regularly in the coin roll. I'm sorry, in the Coinstar. I'll probably find more dimes than any of the others as far as Canadians concerned. And none of those look silver to me either. Signing off. Well, it turns out that those 5 rolls also had 4 from the 60s. And I'm not going to keep those or nothing. I don't know. Just curious how many I'm getting from the 60s. It doesn't seem like very many to me. If those had just been a few years earlier, they'd have been silver. Nothing there. Look how dirty my fingers are already getting just after 10 rolls. 11. Oh man, I just can't hardly handle these things. 67 there. Nothing. I got right up on the phone. I hope I wasn't breathing real loud. Oh, just awful. Just can't do it. I'm trying to hold on to them. I'm just awful with these little things. I'll say nothing there. Nothing silver. One more. Nothing I can tell. Okay, 5 more. That one was busted on the end. Didn't see anything in that one. Nothing there. That one just looks beat up, but it don't look silver. $18.96. Don't see anything there. It'd be cool if I went through and found out I was wrong. There was some. That's interesting right there. Where'd it go? Stop hitting that. It won't come in. There. Look at that. Oh well. How about the next 5? Nope. I guess after these 5, I'll be halfway done. Nope, nothing there. That one and that one first caught my eye, but I see a copper rim on the bottom of both of them. I remember shortly after becoming a Christian, and then a buddy of mine did the same. And we were a few miles down from where we live at this park, at this lake. And I guess the park closed early. I don't remember what time, but we were just out late, when you're teenagers and or early 20s, maybe 19 or 20, whatever. We were used to staying out late all the time. And we were actually reading our Bible in this park, just talking about it at 3 a.m. And this policeman comes up beating on the window. "What are you boys doing?" And we rolled down the window and showed him our Bible. He goes, "Oh, you go right ahead." That was pretty cool. Well, there's a dark one, right? Where'd it go? A couple of them, actually. No. Well, once I look at them, I see the copper in them. Okay, one more. I think I'm going to call it a night. Pick back up in the morning after my wife's going back up to see our daughter for a day or two. And I'll finish up these and do the nickels also while she's gone. It all looks copper to me. Well, it's kind of late, but I decided to just keep going for a little bit more. I'm getting good and dirty. So there was another time that me and my buddy was out. We was, it just occurred to me that I might need to make a little explanation here. I became a Christian when I was 19, and I did really good for about 6 or 9 months, but I started kind of hanging out with the same old crowd that I used to drink with, and I ended up falling back into that. And I was in that old lifestyle again for a little less than 2 years, and then I recommitted myself, and I've been hanging in there ever since. 19, 20, 21, somewhere in there, I guess. I don't know. And we were out, and we had picked up this girl, I guess, just found her out walking around or at a store, and she rode around with us, and we was drinking some beer, and I don't see anything there. We went to this country club, to the back parking lot of this country club, and we was just back there, just hanging out. We're sitting on a picnic table, and just nothing really happening, just drinking and talking. And this policeman comes back there, finds us back there, and boy, he starts out pretty irate. He's yelling at me, at my friend, for picking up. And this girl was under 18, so, there's a couple years difference. So that's not, today that's horrible, but back then it wasn't as big a deal if it was just a few years difference. And I'm not seeing anything here either. Anyway, he was yelling at us quite a bit, but me and my friend are always pretty weak. Learned a long time ago, be calm and just say yes or no, sir. And he said something that got this girl mad, and she started yelling at him. And right, I guess almost at the exactly same time, we both said, "You shut up and show some respect." And she looked over at us, and that police officer immediately changed his tune. He looked over at us guys, and he looked back at the girl. He goes, "If you want to be out here at 3 o'clock in the morning with these boys, that's your problem." And he left. I don't see anything in this either. I'm telling you, folks. And times may have changed. It's 40 years ago. But yes sir, no sir, thank you, please goes a long ways. Me and that friend, me and him, we got pulled over so many times. It was unbelievable. And the two of us never got in trouble together. Because we were just, and now, there were times that there'd be like two police officers and they'd look in the back seat and see a case of beer or something, and they'd look at each other and go, "Looks like we found what we're looking for." And they'd say, "Gentlemen, put this in the back of our patrol car and go home. I don't want to see you again tonight." We heard that several times. Oh, I'm looking at this one, but I think I see copper. Nothing. There's nothing jumping out. There's a dark one there. I'll check it in a minute. I know dark ones sometimes are the ticket. Let me look at that one. Oh, goodness. Well, it's the right century. $1975. All right, one more roll here. Back it back down a little. Me and that fella and a couple of other guys was out one night, and we really lit one up. We really put the booze down. And I remember waking up the next morning and I was getting licked in the head by a cow. And I jumped, away from the window, and I look out and I'm in a field. I have no idea where I'm at or how I got there. But we're out in the middle of this field and there's a cow licking my head. Turns out we was about 70 miles from home. What a night that one was. And again, looks like no silver. Well, let's try 5 more. See if I'm ready for bed after that. Oh, another time we were out getting crazy. We, I don't know why we went, but we ended up going to this little town in Kentucky called Hodgenville, if any of you have heard of it. I have no idea why we were there, but we, we drank a lot back in those days. I don't see anything. And we pulled behind this little donut shop there in town, middle of town, and just went around back. And we all fell asleep because we were so out of it. And sometime in the early wee morning hours, bang, bang, bang on the window. And I was the driver. I was almost always the designated driver, huh? I guess they thought I did a better job after we were inebriated. I don't know. But that's the way it usually ended up. It didn't matter if it was my car or not. I just ended up the driver. Let's look at this one right here. What's going on there? Well, that's weird looking. Oh, I guess it's just something stuck. I thought it was something wrong with the coin. Is that a 70? Yeah. I believe it's like a 72. I'll look at that one closer. Anyway, that rap on the window, and I rolled down the window. It's a police officer. He goes, "What are you boys up to?" I just calmly said, "Sir, we tied on a few too many, and we thought we'd be better off to just pull over here and sleep it off for a while." He goes, "That's a good idea. Go back to sleep." Okay. So we did. We went back to sleep for a little while. There's a dirty one up there. Ah, 68. Closer. A few years away. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Daggone it. 70 something. Alright, push them aside. Just hate it when I do that. Well, I don't see anything. Oh man, it's midnight. I don't know why. I'm not in bed, but I'm going to quickly go through 5 more here. It'd be so cool to find a silver dime. I mean, I'm supposed to. My friend said I would. They all look so copper. Mm. 1982 was the year that I stopped smoking and drinking. Man, I'm so glad those years. It was like another lifetime. Like I packed a lot of craziness in for a few years there, but I am so glad those years are far, far behind me. There's just nothing jumping out. I mean, if they still jump out like they used to, when I used to find the silver every now and then, it was pretty obvious most of the time. Every now and then, you'd get a black one that was silver, but most of the time, the silver, it was pretty obvious. That one right down there is kind of dark, but I'm not going to bust this up yet. If it's silver, obviously, I'll let you know. If there's one that just looks like, hey, that's just silver, then we'll definitely look at it. I'm just not seeing anything. That one is one I'll pay attention to when I start looking through them. One more here. I think I'm going to put myself in the market for a new, more proper phone holder for the coin roll hunting business. I think I'll do a little research on that in the next couple of days and order something. Let's look at this one right here. Nah, it's nothing. That's nothing. Alright, folks, I think I'm going to go to bed after these. This is the one that I said I was going to take a special look at. It is awfully dark, but it's just a 1970. Don't laugh. I'm still up. Just 10 more rolls. I'm going to be up half the night, but I'm going to go through these. Nothing. Nothing. Man. I mean, I won't be surprised if I don't get any, but it would be cool to get one. I haven't seen anything. I mean, I don't know. Do any of y'all do dimes? Do you ever find any Canadian? I just ain't seeing anything at all. Nope. All right, let's look at that one right there. Looks like 1971. Bummer. Okay, last 5. It's getting late. Really late. I was just thinking, if I find one, I can't get all excited because I'll wake people up. I'll quietly get excited. Let's look at this guy. No, 1976 looks like. I'm starting to think my friend might not be right. He just had high hopes for me. Looks like nothing. Slide this thing down a little. Last one. This one's busted open a little. Doesn't look like it. I'll go through them real quick. If I find one, I'll come back and tell you. Next morning, I've gotten a little bit of sleep. That's why you don't see me doing dimes. I just don't find anything. See you guys.